Hello everyone, welcome to our Palworld Survival Guide. We are talking about medicine today because at some point you're probably going to find that your pal needs a little bit of medical care, and there's quite a few different medicines you can make. So basically we're going to talk about like the different medicines and what they are used for. So to craft medicines, you're actually going to need the medicine workbench, which thankfully is actually one of the kind of to-do list items when you are trying to level up your base. So there's a very good chance that if you haven't yet, at some point you are going to unlock the medicine workbench. And the first one that you unlock is the medieval medicine workbench. It's at level 12 that this gets unlocked. So if you're not there yet, you might have to level a little bit more before you get this. And to craft it, you will need 30 wood, 5 nails, and 10 palladium fragments. I've already crafted mine. I put it like kind of out of the way just because I was tired of everybody getting stuck all over the place. So, but here it is. This is what it looks like. And when you unlock it, you'll have these recipes that are also unlocked. You have your low-grade medical supplies, your high-grade medical supplies, and then some suspicious juice and strange juice, which is, that just sounds appetizing. So to kind of begin with, we'll just kind of go left to right, I guess, here. So our low-grade medical supplies, if you want to make those, you'll need 5 red berries and 2 horns. And this particular type of medical supply, it cures things like colds and sprains, as well as like the overfull condition, which is what one of my guys has over here. So if you notice that one of your pals has one of those conditions, all you need is some low-grade medical supplies to feed it to them, and that'll cure that status effect up. The next one is medical supplies, which you'll need 3 ingots, 3 horns, and 1 bone to craft. And this particular medical supply cures things like ulcers and fractures. So if you, again, notice if one of your pals has that problem, just quick craft some medical supplies, feed it to them, it'll cure it right up. High grade medical supplies is kind of like, like as its name might suggest, the top tier medical supply here. And it's a little bit more expensive, obviously, to make than the other two. You'll need 5 ingots, 5 horns, and 2 bones to craft these. And it cures things like the weakened status and the depressed status. So if your guys get depressed a lot, you're probably going to be making quite a few of these. Now the 2 different juices, they're not like exactly like cure-alls. They're just kind of like these little special things that you can feed to your pals to get like certain kind of effects out of them. So like suspicious juice here, if you want to make that, you'll need 3 beautiful flowers, 3 horns, 1 bone, and 1 pal fluids. And basically, as it says here, this is a juice that improves mood when consumed. Drinking it greatly increases work speed for a period of time, but lowers sanity. So, like, if maybe one of your guys is, like, depressed or something, you can give this to them, and their mood will shoot up, and they'll be able to work very, very quickly, but their sanity is going to tank over time. So if you need to like quick bake something really fast, you might want to make this potentially. Now, strange juice is kind of similar. To make this one, you'll need 5 beautiful flower, 5 horns, 2 bones, and 2 pal fluids. And it says that this juice greatly improves mood when consumed. Drinking it significantly increases work speed for a period of time, but significantly lowers sanity. So it's kind of like the same thing as this, just like a higher tier version of it. They'll work really, really fast, but their sanity is also going to lower really, really fast. So again, that's definitely a situation where if you just need like a quick one-off, where you just need somebody to just make something as fast as they can, this might be helpful. But that's kind of it for like the medical supplies and all that. The other kind of like last thing to think about is the pals that you should. Why are you on fire loop mode? My goodness. The pals that you should use and assign to this, because medical production is a skill that some of these pals have. For example, the Lift Monk here has like level 1 in medicine production, and that means that you can assign them to this workbench and they will make any kind of, medical supply that you want them to make in here that you kind of like, put in the queue, if you will. So let's talk about the best pals for that. And I have it ranked based on like, like beginner pals to, your expert pals, if you will. So starting off, I definitely think that the Lift Monk is one of the best pals to get for medical production, just because it's very easy to get early in the game. It could even be like a very easy, starter pal, really. And, as soon as you make this workbench, you can have a Lift Monk making you medical supplies right off the bat. So that's definitely, in my opinion, like the best beginner pal, just because it's easy to get and, start the game, all that. Now, once you start to level up a little bit and you can craft, better spheres and you have like a team that helps you capture pals, you can go after like either like the Lovander, the spooky one, the spooky pal, okay, who like comes to your base and wants to do terrible things to you. I think I wonder, I might have her in the pal deck. I think I've been attacked by them. Where are you? I know you're in here. Maybe not. Yeah, there you are. Lovander, indeed. So I don't have any data on her, but she has a level 2 in medical production. So they do a little bit better of a job, a little bit faster at producing medicine than like the Lift Monk, for example. So that could be certainly something to kind of like keep your eyes on. There are others out there, but I suggest the Lovander just because they tend to raise your pace sometimes, so like they're a little bit easier to get than some of these other types of pals, unless you happen to like live in the area where those pals spawn. But since Lovander sometimes raids your base, you can just very easily just kind of catch one when that happens, and then just assign them to the medical bench, and because they're a level 2, they will be crafting those medical supplies a little bit faster than the Lift Monk. And the last kind of like top tier medicine production pal to keep an eye out for is the Valet, and that is definitely like a more top tier pal. You probably won't be able to go after that one until you are leveled up quite a bit. You have your decent spheres, your decent team to take it down, and that is a level 3 medical production pal. So boy or girl, whatever you get, they'll be producing medicine very, very quickly on your workbench. And the other kind of like reason why that I also suggest them is that they are also actually very decent at gathering and planting as well. So like, they're kind of like they have like a wide range of skills that are very helpful. And at the very least, if you don't want to use them for that, at the very least, they're going to be producing medical supplies very, very quickly for you. And if you end up with too many medical supplies and you're not using them, you can always sell them, right? But that's about it for medical, medicine and how it works in the game, and how to craft it as quickly as you can, as well as what you need to craft it. So hopefully you found that helpful. I know the medicine out there is a little bit, they don't really like tell you, like for example, if I kind of run over here just real fast, like kind of like it doesn't really tell you too much about like certain kind of like conditions and stuff, like not all, like for example like overfull and stuff, like doesn't tell you like that. So it doesn't go into too much detail about what you should be using each of those for, especially for some of the other kind of conditions out there. So hopefully that's helpful. I do have another video coming out very soon about the different medical conditions and how to fix those. So if you're a little bit sure about how to fix something, keep an eye out for that video. But otherwise, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.